Good morning, everyone. It's Marty Harger, and I am excited to talk with you today about some interesting essential oil blends from doTERRA that are really appropriate to be using in our yoga practice, both on the mat and off the mat in these times. You know, this is a challenging time in our world. There's a lot of need for protection of our psyche and our well-being. There's a lot of fear blasting out all over the place. And so today I wanted to spend some time sharing with you some suggestions about 3 doTERRA essential oil blends that would be really appropriate to be incorporated into your yoga practice or into the classes that you're teaching. In fact, I would even suggest these would make beautiful oils to be diffusing in your practice as well. And I'm going to talk to you about 3 different oils combinations today. The first one is Purified essential oil. I also want to talk with you about the Calmer Kids Collection blend, and I want to talk with you about the Brave Kids Collection blend. Now, there are a couple of things in this today that I feel like are really important. You know, we have such an opportunity as yoga practitioners and instructors to take what we talk about or what we experience on our yoga mat in a class or in our home practice and take it out into the world in the way that we show up. We have an opportunity to change the dynamic of what's going on around us. And yes, we need to be smart about it. In fact, there may be some of you that are concerned about practicing yoga indoors with a group. So I would just suggest to you to investigate these blends and other essential oils and their powerful approach to helping our bodies stay well and supporting our immune response. But today I want to talk with you about some oils that you can incorporate into your practice that I think would be really beneficial. Now, these and many other ideas are available to you in a series through the Essential Yoga Program book. And this book that we put together for you has monthly workshops that you can incorporate into what you are offering your students or offering at your studio. But there are some ideas that I continue to share on this Facebook page and on my YouTube channel to try to share with you other ways you can experiment with the doTERRA essential oils. So today, I want to start with the oil of purification, which is Purified Blend. And this can be applied in a number of ways. Some of us think of this as something that we would spray in a room. So we might take a little spray bottle and fill it with distilled water and some of the Purified blend and mist it around our surroundings. We could put it in a diffuser and have it at the front desk at a yoga studio, or we could have it as something that is in the actual studio itself. It's a great oil to incorporate in cleaning a yoga mat, cleaning the studio. And I would just say to you that I was surprised one of the very first times I was exposed to using the Purified blend in a massage practice. I thought it was really a great choice because it was during the recession of 2008, and I had a gentleman apply a few drops of this to the back of my neck as he was working on me during a massage. Now, I'll just say that I thought it was a little odd at the time because I thought of the Purified blend, which is a combination of lemon, Siberian fir, citronella, lime, tea tree or melaleuca, and cilantro, a lot of oils that pull things out of us. And I thought, well, why would we be putting that on our body? Actually, it's an excellent oil to apply topically, and I would encourage you to experiment with that a little bit. Inhaling it and using it on the back of the neck, it's a wonderful oil. It's the oil of purification. And emotionally, this and other things I'll be sharing with you today are available in this book, Emotions and Essential Oils. It's an excellent book that you might want to pick up to understand more about the depth of the doTERRA collection. So when we talk about this oil of purification, the Purified blend, which has been around for 12 years, it's a great, great combination. Again, citrus of the lemon and lime, the Siberian fir, and then the citronella and cilantro, those CI oils, they really do pull quite a bit. And tea tree, excellent for any surfaces. This oil of purification is about releasing and cleansing fear. So does anybody need some of that right now? Purified blend, great choice. These are oils that pull out and release. They are chelators, especially when we look at things like The lemon, the citronella, the lime, cilantro, great oils for pulling things out of us that we no longer want. Great space clearer. So let's think about this, because when I first started using the doTERRA essential oils, we were in the middle of a pretty intensive economic recession. And some of you may be fully feeling that tug already right now with what's going on in the world. Clearing the space of the room that you're practicing yoga in. When you go in deep, you want to make sure you're surrounded in a beautiful combination of things that can bring out the best in you and others around you. So diffusing or using the Purified blend on yourself helps cleanse the air of any harmful microorganisms or pathogens, and it really releases stagnant energy, or helping open you up to something that's new. Now, the reason this is super important right now is, again, we want to let go of that fear. We want to let go of the collective energy that may be dragging us down. And you may not notice it, obviously, but it might be very subtle. And when you're in a room full of people that are, breathing and letting go, or you're practicing even at home, you may find that it's time right now to start incorporating something that will let you release the fear and let go and purify who you are, being able to know that you're going to be safe, you're going to be fine. And this is one that I love to use with breath work, because I think that whether it's for, or meditation, actually would be a great choice as well as you start your practice. So I want you to think about incorporating a couple drops of this Purified blend. Rub your hands together, cup it around your nose, and inhale deeply with this. And count to 4, inhaling. Hold it for a moment and then let it go to a count of 4. Now let's try it, moving it to 5. Inhalation. Hold for a moment and let it go for 5. And now try it for 6. Inhale for 6. Hold and let it go with a forced exhalation. This Purify oil is one that you could really use even throughout your day to try to help let go when you're feeling a little overwhelmed. A forced exhalation is a great way to incorporate the Purify as you let go and bring in this oil to purify your thoughts and move you out of fear and into a sense of protection. Again, you can diffuse it, you can put it in a spray bottle, you can just use it on your hands, put it on your body, dilute it if you want to, but it's really a very gentle combination. So start bringing the Purify blend into your life. The second blend I want to talk to you about is actually from the doTERRA Kids collection, and it's called Brave. And I know this is backwards on Facebook, I'm sorry, but anyway, it's the Courage blend. It's also the blend that is about restfulness. And this is, or excuse me, I jumped ahead of myself. I'm going to talk about the Calmer blend. Sorry, this is the Restful blend with the purple label. And this is from the Kids collection. So these oils are already diluted in a really safe way. And if you're using them as a yoga instructor on your students, you'll love this because the oil aromas are very subtle, but they're already diluted, so it's super easy to apply them. This is a topical oil. I wouldn't diffuse it, and I certainly wouldn't use it internally. So it's meant with a little roller bottle to easily apply. You could pass it around and have everybody rub it on their wrists. You could have people using it as they're coming in through a vinyasa series. The Calmer blend is one that I think is excellent to have people roll on their hands. And of course, their hands are clean in a class. Right? Rub their hands together. And again, you can apply it to the shoulders. You can apply it anywhere in the upper body so you can smell it. This blend offers consolation when people are feeling overwhelmed. What a perfect choice right now in our world, this Calmer blend. It's very gentle aroma. As I mentioned, it's diluted. And here's what's in it. Lavender, Cananga, which is like a lang lang, Buddha wood or Buddha wood, depending on how you want to pronounce it, and Roman chamomile. So again, lavender, Cananga, Buddha wood, and Roman chamomile. 4 oils that are really designed for calming. So this is a soft and gentle aroma, this Calmer blend, and it really addresses anxious feelings and balancing the body and mind. This was designed as part of the Kids collection because children need this too. Whether you're aware of it or not, your children are absolutely picking up what's going on in your mind. So you showing up, it's your best self, feeling rested and calm, putting aside any anxious feelings about what's going on, about the safety of what's out there in the world, and getting those throughout the day is really important. So reapplying this oil outside of just your yoga practice would be a great idea. You know, outside of the yoga practice, this is also a great one for everyone in the family to get a restful night's sleep, for insomnia, for mood swings, for fatigue. You know, sometimes what's going on in the world is more in the media than it is, and we sort of suck it in, especially if we're feeling tired. So getting a good night's rest is super important with this. And when you look at these, the calmer combination here, the lavender, the lang lang, the Buddha wood, and the Roman chamomile, it's going to help bring things down a little bit, help get rid of some of that anxiousness and worry, and helps us to look at the patterns of imbalance that may be happening in our life and asking ourselves, how are we choosing to feed our mind and our spirit right now? You know, how much time into all that detail out in the world? It's time to kind of slow down and check in and find out what we want to keep and what we want to let go of. That's what the Calmer blend is going to do for us. So I just encourage you to think about incorporating this beautiful, soft, and gentle oil and start to watch how it can work for you as it works in your practice. I love the idea of using these kids collection oils in your yoga practice. I would just say one thing though, these are diluted with fractionated coconut oil, which means they're going to be a little bit greasy on the application. Make sure that you and your students adequately rub that into the skin so that it doesn't stay on your hands and you go into a downward dog and down you go, right? So just as a little tip there. Okay, let's talk about the third oil that I think would be beautiful in a practice, combining the Purify, the Calmer, and then this third one, which is called Brave. This is the Courage blend, and this would be a wonderful choice for Shavasana. Of course, you can use the Brave blend throughout the day. It's an excellent oil to incorporate with wild orange, amyris, which is a West Indian sandalwood, osmanthus, which is a flower from China, and cinnamon bark. So we have wild orange, we have osmanthus, so we have these uplifting aromas of citrus and flowers combined with the spiciness and boldness of cinnamon and the soothing calmness of the amyris or sandalwood. So together, these are designed as a way to end your practice, anchoring in feelings of confidence in what is new and also confidence in uncertain times like the ones we are in now. Confidence that you're going to be okay. You and your family, your friends, your community, you're going to be okay. And so this is an oil we use to calm the nervous system. It balances emotion, and this would be an excellent oil to apply on the third eye and the back of the neck. So I would encourage you to, again, you can put a little bit in your hands like this. And again, because it has the fractionated coconut oil, you can kind of see the sheen on that. This would be something you could dip your finger, apply it to the third eye. You could apply it back behind the ears so it goes into the brain and gets to work on providing that courage for you. I also like sometimes when I put them on my hands, I like to just go like this under my nose because it's an easy way to apply that to the body. This Brave blend is a perfect choice in an election year because it invites us to treat others with respect, even if their thoughts or they are different than we are. And I think we could just use buckets of this Brave out there in the world. It helps people, particularly if they're feeling excluded or made to feel less than others. So I will say to you that sometimes in a yoga practice, when we're learning yoga or we're just beginning to practice with others, perhaps in a new studio or a new class, it's easy to feel uncomfortable. And the Brave blend would be a wonderful oil blend to pass around in the class to make sure everybody feels encouraged that they are welcomed and that they are there to learn about their own truth and to do their practice in whatever form makes sense for them that day. So this Brave blend, the Courage blend, really encourages us to stand up for our truth so that we can be in our strength and be in our light and show up in the world in a positive way to let our voice be heard in whatever opinions or thoughts that we have. So fear only has power over us if we let it. This is a choice. And the Brave blend, I truly think, is an excellent one to protect yourself and to allow yourself to overcome any fears of your own thoughts and your own feelings about what's going on in the world today. These are very emotional times for people. There's a lot changing and shifting. Things we thought we could count on have changed quickly and are changing constantly. So having tools to help us in our yoga practice, in our meditation, to bring us to a place of trust and light, and to let go of and purify ourselves of the fear. Let us know we are protected and we are loved. This is very important. You have an opportunity to share the essential oils that you have with people on and off the mat. This is a time when you get to show up and really practice your yoga in 24 hours a day for yourself, your family, your community. There are lots of other ideas like this in the Essential Yoga Program book. And for those of you that are interested in diving into it more deeply with me, I have an online training program called the Essential Yoga Academy. You can learn more about that on my website, martyharger.com, MartyHarger.com, martyharger.com. I wish you peace. I wish you calm in these challenging times. Thank you so much for joining me today. Namaste.